Well, the theme was resetting the global agenda, the role of India and the global south. This was to take advantage of the visit to Nigeria by His Excellency, the Indian Minister of External Affairs. And so we thought the discussions, the conversations that have been going on about the need to recalibrate the global order, the search for global justice, the search for global equity, all of those issues that have been thrown up by the experiences that we had in the days of COVID, the demands for the democratization of the multilateral institutions, especially the demand for permanent seats for the Global South in the UN Security Council, those kinds of issues that have led to the strengthening of what long ago Professor Bolaji Akinyemi called the concept of medium powers, which today you would find in agencies like BRICS and so on. Those kinds of things needed to be brought fully to bear. So we wanted to see how India could, as a great power in the world, collaborate with other great powers in the world like Nigeria on these kinds of issues. Well, it's a more historically embedded component of that relationship. You may know that India opened diplomatic ties with Nigeria at least 2 years before Nigeria became independent. That's how much India has been in the forefront of solidarity with Nigeria. India has common interests with Nigeria. India is a major contributor to UN peacekeeping operations and has collaborated with Nigeria in this regard. India has helped, to build the military academies in Nigeria. The NDA was actually midwifed by the Indian military, and we have the Naval Academy in Onne. All of these things suggest and show that India is a great partner with Nigeria. But don't forget that we've also had larger global frameworks and networks, beginning with the non-aligned movement and all of the things that have gone on. Most recently, India had the presidency of the G20. Nigeria was there. When the BRICS, Nigeria has also partnered with India in these areas. And most of all, Nigeria has a bilateral, very strong bilateral relationship with India, and there's the Nigeria-India Commission.
Hello, welcome to Biscon Television News. I am Gloria Anozie Young. First, the headlines. On the national scene, federal government plans 3 national identity cards for 104 million Nigerians in June. Federal government declares Tuesday and Wednesday holidays for Eid al-Fitr celebration. Business. Testing begins on 700 megawatts Zungeru hydroelectric power plant, says federal government. On the foreign scene, United Nations body urges restraint after Zaporizhia nuclear plant hit. Sports. Super Falcons motivated to qualify for 2024 Paris Olympic Games, says Captain Ajibade. And now the news in full. The federal government is to launch 3 new national identity cards in May this year and has a target of providing them for about 104 million citizens across the country. The 3 new national identity cards planned by the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, include a bank-enabled national ID card, a social intervention card, and an optional ECOWAS National Biometric Identity card. The technical advisor, Media and Communications to the Director General of NIMC, Ayodele Babalola, who disclosed these in an interview with newsmen, said Nigerians would start getting the 3 national ID cards within 1 or 2 months of the launch. He, however, said that the launch date, which is May, was subject to the approval of the presidency. He further explained that the identity solution was equipped with payment capability for all types of social and financial services. The federal government has declared Tuesday, April 9th and Wednesday, 10th of April 2024 as holidays to mark this year's Eid al-Fitr celebration. The Minister of Interior Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo made the declaration on behalf of the federal government in a statement signed by the ministry's permanent secretary, Aishatu Ndayako. The minister congratulated all Muslim faithful for the successful completion of the fasting in the holy month of Ramadan. He called on Muslim faithful to imbibe and practice the virtues of kindness, love, tolerance, as exemplified by the Holy Prophet Muhammad. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo urged Nigerians to embrace unity to improve and achieve peace and oneness in the country. Stakeholders of the Nigeria Labour Congress will today meet to take a decision on the leadership crisis rocking the Labour Party and the return of Julius Abure as the party's national chairman. Among other things, newsmen gathered that a caretaker committee is being proposed by the unionists to take over the control of the opposition party. The development comes in the wake of the failed attempt by the party's board of trustees to wrest power from Abure and take over Labour Party leadership. A few days ago, a group of retired workers under the aegis of the Lagos Assembly of Labour Veterans and Trade Unionists protested and demanded an immediate resignation of the party chairman. Meanwhile, a few hours after the NLC invitation went viral, the leadership of the Labour Party kicked against the planned meeting, which it described, and I quote, as illegal jamboree of some drama boys. We'll take a short break and come back with business news. Do stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Biscon Television News, and now for the business segment. The federal government announced that testing has commenced on the 700 megawatts Zungeru hydroelectric power plant ahead of the evaluation of electricity from the facility to the national grid. It also stated that the $1.3 billion project located in Niger State had been connected to the national grid, in contrast to claims in some quarters that the plant was not connected to the grid. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, disclosed this while providing answers to industry questions contained in a document released in Abuja by his Special Advisor, Strategic Communication and Media Relations, Bolaji Tunji. The Zungeru hydroelectric power plant is a major infrastructure project with the capacity to generate 700 megawatts, making it the second largest hydroelectric plant in Nigeria behind the Kainji Dam. We'll take another short break and come back with foreign news. Join us again. And now for foreign news. A new drone attack on Ukraine's Zaporizhia power plant has raised the risk of a major nuclear accident. United Nations atomic watchdog has warned. Russia said Ukraine was behind the attack, which it said injured 3 people. However, Ukraine has denied involvement. The giant Russian-held nuclear plant with 6 reactors is on the front line of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. The United Nations International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, has repeatedly warned against such attacks. IAEA head Rafael Grossi said the drone strike was reckless and a major escalation of the nuclear safety and security dangers facing the plant. The Zaporizhia plant in southern Ukraine is the largest in Europe. Russian forces seized it shortly after launching their February 2022 full-scale invasion and have occupied it ever since. We'll come back with sports news. Stay with us. On the sports scene, Super Falcons captain Rashidat Ajibade says the team is motivated to qualify for the 2024 Paris Olympic Games after the team's 1-0 win over rivals South Africa in the first leg of their final qualifier. Nigeria is looking to make a return to the Olympics after a 16-year absence, having last featured in a women's football event at the Olympics in Beijing 2008. The Falcons put themselves in a commanding position after claiming a slender victory over Banyana in the first leg played at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja on Friday, with Ajibade scoring from the spot to hand her side the lead ahead of the reverse fixture in Pretoria on Tuesday. Atletico Madrid forward Ajibade said the Falcons are motivated to qualify for the Olympics. Randy Waldrum and his team departed Nigeria for South Africa on Sunday and are scheduled to have their official training at the Loftus Versfeld Stadium by 6:30 p.m. today. Entertainment news is next. Stay with us. And on entertainment, popular Nigerian comedian Ayomako, also known as AY, and his wife Mabel have separated after 20 years of friendship and marriage. The comedian confirmed the development in a post on his social media page. He said he had reached a stage where he could no longer entertain the public with deep personal family issues. Also, in a post on her social media page, Mabel said she had stopped reacting to disrespect. Ayo and Mabel got married in November 2008 and they are blessed with 2 children. And that's it for the news produced by Tomiloba Abolari. I am Gloria Anozie Young. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Stay with us.
Conceptualized by the ace multilingual broadcaster of immense talent and creative genius, Prince Bisi Olatilo, Chairman CEO of Biscon Communication Global Media Network 25 years ago, the Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, has become the strongest, most admired and preferred global brand in the art of high society celebrity entertainment broadcasting. For the past quarter of a century, the ubiquitous The Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, has become the face of Nigeria on global television, projecting the image of the country with our peculiar lifestyles, fashionable dress sense, and the different ways Nigerians celebrate from the north, east, west, and south, showcasing proudly Nigerian inimitable styles of celebration. From very humble beginnings to global recognition, the Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, marks 25 years of captivating, non-stop entertainment. BOS celebrates remarkable entertaining brilliance, unforgettable moments, and lifelong memories. For 25 years, the ubiquitous Bisi Olatilo Show has charmed and captivated hearts of our global audiences beyond borders with enchanting and unmatched entertainment. The Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, celebrates 25 years of incredible creative power as the most admired brand in the art of high society entertainment broadcasting. The Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, is usually the first program to break the news about any big-ticket event across and beyond the shores of Nigeria. As the Bisi Olatilo Show, BOS, celebrates its 25th anniversary of setting the pace and pioneering a very compelling and engaging style of celebrity entertainment broadcasting, 25 years on and still counting, BOS has embarked on a new era of 24-hour TV broadcasting with Biscon Television. Biscon TV, which is on terrestrial and satellite broadcast platforms, churns out news, sports, politics, business, as well as lifestyle and entertainment programs 24 hours daily. Biscon TV, which has a very strong presence on YouTube, is the fastest growing platform on YouTube and other social media platforms. It's a magnificent transformation from BOS, a weekly program, to Biscon TV, a 24-hour TV station which churns out general interest news, sports, and lifestyle and entertainment programs. More years of brilliant broadcasting from the stable of Biscon Communication Global Media Network beckons. On Friday, April 5th, 2024, a distinguished reception was hosted to celebrate the 65th birthday of Dr. Mrs. Florence Ajimobi, held at a lavishly adorned hall located in Romans Road, Ikoyi, Lagos. Dr. Mrs. Florence Ajimobi, born in Benin City on April 5th, 1959, is the former First Lady of Oyo State and the founder of Access to Basic Medical Care Foundation. The event was graced by esteemed dignitaries from various spheres, including Governor Hope Uzodinma, Executive Governor of Imo State, accompanied by his wife, Barrister Chioma Uzodinma, Governor Dakbo Abiodun, Executive Governor of Ogun State, and wife, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, His Royal Majesty, Oba Abdurrashid Adewale Akombi, the Uluwu of Iwo Land, His Royal Highness Oba Gandhi Olaoye, the Shong of Ogbomosho in Oyo State, Oba Francis Olushola Alao, the Olugbon Urilegbon of Oyo State, Senator Olorunimbe Mamora, Irelu Bisi Fayemi, former First Lady of Ekiti State, Mrs. Sherifat Aregbeshola, former First Lady of Osun State, Chief Mrs. Nike Akonde, OON-CON, two-time Minister of Industry, Mrs. Bolanle Ambode, former First Lady of Lagos State, Mrs. Nnelma Ruchas Okorocha, former First Lady of Imo State, Sarah Adebisi Shosan, former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Mrs. Ibuko Awushika, renowned motivational speaker and author, Dame Emanuela Abimbola Fashola, former First Lady of Lagos State, Biodun Shubanjo, foremost advertising guru and chairman of Troika Holdings, Prince Bisi Olatilo, chairman CEO Biscon Communications, among others. The entry of Dr. Mrs. Florence Ajimobi was greeted with a standing ovation, setting the tone for an evening filled with joyous celebrations.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, permit us to welcome the youngest 65-year-old anywhere in the world, beautiful, charming, intelligent, ever forward-looking, ever dependable. If you're still sitting down like the bank says, you're on the long thing, please welcome the movie. Please, if your hands are not too busy, let's put them. Founder of the Access to Basic Care Foundation, mother and Yeye Atulushi of Oyo State, Kusheleri.
Of the goodness of God, oh Lord, we've come to sing of the goodness of God. You woke me up this morning, God. We've come to sing of the goodness of God. If you know it, can we sing all my life you have been faithful? Everybody tonight, would you sing? All my life you have been faithful. Let Jesus hear you tonight. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, Lord, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause you've got times and seasons in your hand. God, from beginning to the end. Come on, there's no place for argument. You are God. You are God, oh my. Sit up. You are God. You are God. You are God. From beginning.
Sharing gospel melodies.
Nítorí ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí, gbogbo wa pátá ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ kájọ gbé Jésù sókè. Ẹni tó mọ rere kó jẹ́ kájọ gbé Jésù.
a special dear friend, sister, mentor, and colleague.
And for those of us who got to know Her Excellency Florence Ajimobi, who we all fondly call Flo Mama or Grandma. For those of us who got to know her beyond being colleagues as First Ladies, we got to know a woman of deep faith, a woman who cares deeply about her community, a woman who has raised an amazing, amazing family, and a woman who continues to demonstrate that women can contribute significantly to not only their communities, but to national development.